Okay, hey y'all, I'm back with the third video for the day. This is an Army wife video. I have not done an Army wife video in a while. We are an Army family. We are stationed away from our home state. We do live on a military post. Let's see what else. We have been an Army family for 2 years now. We do want to do career, which is 20. We do have at least the rest of this year and all of next year here at this same duty station, before we even think of going somewhere else. I did do a video about, unfortunately, about a girl dying from a street fight. I posted that, and then I just did a video, a review of some Olay facial wipes and some lotion. It's not Olay lotion. This video is, I'm just talking about the pros and quote-unquote cons of being an Army wife. Sorry, y'all, this tablet is not charging good, so I'm having to hold it because I have it plugged up to the charger. The reason I say cons is, honestly, to me, there's not a whole lot of cons that I don't feel like going in. And what do I mean by that? When you go into the military, you pretty much know you can be deployed. You pretty much know things can change at the drop of a dime. That's something that you know. So those are not things that are unexpected. So for me, I don't really have any major complaints. Yes, my husband was deployed. Yes, we had just got here. We had only been here for 4 months. This is our very first duty station. We had only been here 4 months. When we got here, the month we got here, they told him, oh, this is what's on my nails. I did do a what's on my nails video. When we got here, they told him that because we had just got here, and because the rest of the people in his unit had known for like a year that they were going to be deploying, they told my husband, you're not getting deployed. So we was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that ain't what happened. They told him that we got here in October. They told him that in October, come December, maybe 2 weeks before Christmas, we found out that he was, in fact, being deployed. Now, he was deployed in February, last February. Which to me, it was very upsetting because I didn't think it was fair. Because, like I said, everybody else had, known for like a year. So they kind of, unless the people that had just got here like we did. Because there was like one other guy who had just got here also who got deployed. But for the most part, people that had been here, they had known for a while that they were, going to be deployed. They knew for a while or whatever. And so their families, they had time to prepare. Us, yeah, we didn't. So that was aggravating. That was honestly disappointing. I was very upset. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? I got through it. I did. Yeah, I got through it. I made it. Because, and I said this in a lot of my videos, because of my husband's MOS, which I never say his rank, I never say his MOS. His job involves computers. That's the most I would ever say. We actually talked every day, even while he was deployed. We talked every single day. I did have to adjust my schedule because of the time difference. So I had to adjust my schedule, because it may be morning for him, but for me, it's, we're like totally opposites. Like, I'm trying to think, because his schedule changed too halfway in. Like first he was working nights. When he was working nights, it was day here. Then he went to days, so it was nights here. So it kind of flip-flopped. But yeah, that was the biggest adjustment. So yeah, for me, even though my husband got deployed, I still don't have no major complaints. To me, and honestly, the Army or the military, I'm an Army wife. I have said this multiple times. We were married when he went in. We were already married 1.5 years when he signed his papers, going in and swearing in. We were married 1.5 years. we had our 2-year anniversary while he was in AIT. So my total experience, the whole process, is as a wife. So I don't know how it is for a girlfriend. I just say that because there are some things that you don't necessarily have access to as a girlfriend or a fiance, that I know firsthand, that I've experienced while he was deployed, like his emails and stuff that you don't have access to. So yeah, but for me, I mean, the military is what you make of it. If you are somebody who is not really about a whole lot of drama, you don't try to be around people with drama, you really won't have that problem in the military. Like, you really won't. If you're not trying to necessarily go out and seek people that start stuff, then you'll be good. I know it is like one of the biggest myths. Oh, sorry, y'all. Is like a lot of military wives are catty and act, high schoolish and blah blah blah. That's anywhere. That's anywhere in a job. You have people who keep up mess, and you have people who don't get into mess. So that's anywhere. Same with the military. Infidelity is a big thing that you hear a lot of people say. Oh, well, if you married to somebody in the military, blah blah blah. Same goes. You have people that are faithful who not in the military. You have people that's faithful that's in the military. I mean, now to me, for us, y'all, my bang is like really bothering me. It's pent to go over to the right, but it's bothering me all of a sudden. My hair is just pent back. But for us, we have said, like, because you can ask, like, we can ask to stay here, or we can ask to go somewhere else. We've been discussing it. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. With my mom passing and everything, that kind of frees us up a little bit to go like overseas or something. Because if she was still here, I really didn't want to do that. But anyways, I kind of lost my train of thought there. But I look at it like, me and my husband, we're not drama people. We don't keep up mess. We don't really, try to be around people that keep up mess. So for us, we ain't got no complaints. Now, some of the guys that he worked with, we have one guy that he works with who he left his wife and his kids for some months. Me and my husband honestly thought that they were getting divorced. He left his wife and kids for another soldier here. His wife left, they left. He ended up here living with the soldier, and yeah, but now he done went back to his wife. Like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that happen. It is. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of stuff that happens. But I mean, me and my husband talk about it because we talk about everything. We talk about it, but I mean, we don't sit up and let that, give us no crazy ideas. What else? Some of the myths. Money. There are myths about the military and money. Some people feel like the military, you're broke. Some people feel like in the military, you are rolling in dough. Honestly, it depends on how you look at it. My husband was an electrician before he got into the military. So he was an educated person. He went to college. He was an electrician. He made decent money. He did. I would say, like, let's not look at the benefits. Don't look at insurance. Don't look at any of that. Just take home cash. When he first got in, because he has rank, he's been in 2 years. He did, the requirements. So after so long, you can rank up. But, no. I would say he may have been making maybe $200 more a month. No more than $300 a month as an electrician. Honestly. But you have to look at, okay, out of this money, how is that different from with the military? Okay, now, my hair is kind of drawn up a little bit, y'all, because when I took it loose earlier, it was a whole, you could see more of the length. Sorry, I'm getting off subject. Okay, Now, the military money, this is my opinion on the military money. Like I said, my husband was making maybe $200 to $300 more as an electrician than he was at first. Now it's probably about this, about this around the same. Okay, but when he was making, that money as an electrician, he also had to pay health insurance out of that money. He had to buy food out of that money. He had, there are utilities, there are things that you have to do out of the money. Now, versus military, we have TRICARE, which is the best insurance to me. We have TRICARE, which is completely free. He has it, I have it. We don't have kids yet, so, it's just us. You can get a housing allowance, or you can choose to live on post. We chose to live on post because, we're in a completely different state than, where we're from. And we really didn't know nobody coming here. So we don't know, we may be thinking we get a nice house in a nice neighborhood, but this might be, little do we know, people in this neighborhood keep up mess, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'm happy. We have a nice little 2-bedroom, 1-bath, little duplex. It's just me and my husband. So the second room is his, the second room is like his little man cave. While he was deployed, it was my nail studio. So it's good enough for us. It's not, it's not dirty. It's not nasty. Nothing. I mean, very good appliances. Yeah. I don't really show my house, but it's really nice. But if we decided that we did not want to live on post, we would have gotten a housing allowance. Housing allowance allows you to, that's money for your rent. Now, some people get houses that are, because it's a base. So they don't, a base rate. So they don't say, okay, well, since your rent is only $800, that's all we're going to give you. No. They go by your rank and, if you're married or not. So let's say someone is ranked and they get, I think the lowest anybody gets is like, here, the lowest is like $1,100, period. No matter what your rank is, that's the lowest that you get. So let's say they got them $1,100. They're not going to say, well, because this person's rent is $800, we're not going to give them the full $1,100. It's going to be $800. No, they still give you $1,100. So that's enough, of course, to pay your rent and maybe some utilities or something. Okay, so that's one perk of, money-wise. Then you get food allowance. Okay, food allowance is going to depend on your rank. I don't think it depends on how many kids you got, honestly. I think it may depend. I'm not real sure on that. I know the least amount you can get, like what me and my husband get, just me and him, is like, we get like $350 a month, which is a decent amount for 2 people. Okay. If you're not in the military, you may, you got your check, but you got to buy food out of that check. Food allowance is something on top of your check that you get. Base housing is something that you get on top of your check. Free insurance is something you get on top of your check. So you see, it kind of adds up. So for us, we manage our money actually really, really well. We really, really well. We are doing 20 years. So my husband, we plan on doing 20 years. We plan on retiring. So we have already set up like a savings, a different kind of savings, because once he retires, we want to build a house and we want to have land. My husband wants, maybe an acre or 2. So we're trying to get that set up now, slowly put money in towards it, so we completely manage our money well. And honey, we're not around here eating ramen noodles every day, but I coupon to make the stuff that we are getting even cheaper, but we live comfortable. We have a nice little home, nice little house, decorations, nice little furniture. Everything is nice. But the flip side to that is I do know people who are, in the military, stationed here, where they are struggling, because they don't manage their money right. I mean, because if you think about it, if yes, you possibly don't have rent because you really don't have rent, either whether you live on post like we do or you live off post. They're giving you money to pay your rent. So unless you try to go out and find something that the rent is like $500 more than what you're actual getting for housing, that's your fault. But for the most part, the housing is going to cover your rent. You get food allowance. So unless you're trying to eat steak every day, I mean, but some people do misuse their money and get in debt and get broke. So yeah, so that's one of the myths. Another myth, let's see. I can't think of it. I mean, I said the major ones. Me personally, like I said before, I don't have any major complaints of being an Army wife. I don't. I'm very proud of my husband. I support him 100%. There are some things that happen that both he and I get a little frustrated with, like different training schedules and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, just be prepared. Even if your husband is home, even if he's not deployed, just be prepared that, he may be gone for days at a time, even if he's not deployed, for different trainings and stuff. So yeah, y'all, that's it. Like I said, I haven't done a military wife in a while. But yeah, we are now at 2 years. Would I advise him? Would I go back 2 years and say don't do it? Nope. I feel like, honestly, for us, it was one of the best things my husband ever did. I'm very proud of him. My husband worked extremely hard because he had to drop weight, which I have said that before. But the life that we have now, where I can honestly say that, yeah, we may struggle, but, oh, that's my husband. Y'all, I'm looking like, what the hell? He's coming home from work. We may struggle a little bit, but it's not necessarily financially. It's just things going on, like from, my mother passing and stuff like that. But nothing major, nothing to where I'm pulling my hair out. So I feel like it was the best decision for us, and I stand by him. So yeah, like I said, if you are a girlfriend or a fiance or a wife of someone who is thinking about going into the military, I don't have any really negative things to say, because it is a choice. We don't have a draft. We don't have a draft anymore. Everyone has a choice. You are not required to go into the military. But for us, and for our future family, like our children, it was the best thing my husband could have done, and I'm very thankful for him because he sacrificed a lot. He sacrificed blood, sweat, honey, getting that weight off, and then, sacrificing, his body and stuff like that. So for us, I'm proud of him, and I'm happy, and I'm thankful. That right there sums it up. Thankful. I'm thankful for my husband and the decisions that he did as a man, what was best for not only himself, but for his wife and for his future children. As always, y'all, I do thank y'all